Hi there, this is Anastasia Hall, better known as Coach Ace. I want to welcome you to Ace and Rich Freedom by Design. In today's video, I want to talk to you about college. You know, we are at a point right now where my son is already 12 years old and he's already asking me questions about, Mommy, am I going to college or not? So I want to ask you this question. Is college really worth it? Let me ask you, do you believe it? Do you actually honestly believe that spending all this money that you've been saving all this time, either for yourself or for your children, is absolutely worth it? You see, here's the thing. Ever wonder why we are told that we should go to college after graduating high school? That advice is basically telling us that we need to get good grades in school and then graduate high school so that we could get accepted into a 4-year great college, graduate that college, have a degree, and have our dream jobs. Now, here's the thing. The whole premise of us going to elementary school is so that we are prepared to go to college, right? Now, we're taught this since we literally are small. And by our parents, and then their great parents taught them, and so on and so forth. But we're taught that if we don't go to college, that our future literally is going to suck. So, you know that hype about that No Child Left Behind Act? Yeah, that bullshit. Well, that law has not helped schools in any way, shape, or form, but left these students in destruction. Instead of letting our teachers literally think outside the box, using creative ways to prepare us for real world, our teachers are literally not able to think this way. They're not even given the right materials. Their materials are outdated and they're still teaching from this curriculum. They're still shoving this stuff down our child's throats, okay? And these teachers are forced to develop this narrow kind of fucking mindset that they use these outdated materials and then they shove it down our kids' throats. Our kids are meant to believe in it. And so that's what's literally going to help them prepare for their future. How much do you really believe the cost of learning is? I want to ask you that question. I'll wait. Let me tell you something. According to my research, the average cost of learning plus tuition fees, room and board, especially a college that you're going to go to, like a 4-year top tier college, is averaged out over $34,700. This price is only for the cost of those tuition fees, and your child has to literally pay for this, or you do as their parent, until they graduate, right? So when I attended my college, my textbooks alone cost me anywhere from around $148 to $400 each. And I was studying my curriculum, my major was business administration. Even though I did have like a small scholarship that helped me attend this college in New Jersey, I still had to come out of pocket. I still had to get a job. I still had to work, and I still had to pay more money because the scholarship didn't cover certain things. See, that's the thing you got to understand, and that's the cold, hard truth. So basically, this tells you how much the college that you're attending, that your child attending, really, really cares about you and your success. Once I realized the truth about this, and after graduating and earning my college degree, I realized that it was nothing but a paper that says what I know, that I went to school to study what I know, but I wasn't guaranteed a job to get working in what I know as a career. Let me say something. How the heck are you supposed to pay over $27,000 each year for college when you or your parents don't even have enough to their name for retirement? How are you supposed to fund your child's education or your grandchildren's education? Or even for you, let's say, you're an adult and you're out of work and you're thinking about going back to college, but you're like literally barely scraping by so you could go back to school. One of the great quotes that I remember from my favorite black comedian named Eddie Griffin once said, "Think, it ain't illegal yet, but they're working on it." The same way the United States government, with the help of the Federal Reserve, created the real estate bubble by providing mortgage providers loans that realizing that they won't be able to pay the money back, is the same method that they're using to create the largest bubble of all time, the college bubble. The actual total cost of college debt is over 1.3, I think it's 1.3 or 1.5 trillion. And I want you to really think about how many dentists and doctors today are still paying on their student loans all those years back. And now they're in a negative of over 30, 40, 50, maybe $500,000 just because they followed this bullshit philosophy that their guidelines as a young child is a requirement that they have to go to college. That's like having a mortgage before you're ever purchasing your first fucking house. And then that's like crazy, right? Some kind of American dream. So in other words, any loan you take out by the government is mandatory to pay it back. And you can't avoid it. You can't run away from it because you're a slave to the system from the start of your first breath when you're born as a child. Statistically known, that's a fact. On top of this, the taxes alone that you gotta pay for your own kids to go to college not only is your responsibility, but the kids that are not even yours yet that are going to college, you have to pay. Ain't that a bitch? Oh, it gets even better. How about the so-called lost money that no one is doing anything about, such as private student loans that are paid directly to the student in the form of a check? And they use this money to buy themselves, I don't know, video game consoles and jewelry and maybe furnish a condo in New York City without attending one day's class worth of college. It's a scam. Colleges have spent billions upon billions of billions to build libraries, gymnasiums, and dormitories to impress your parents into believing that the college is a fine place of higher education. The truth of the matter is this: even though that much money was spent on building these additions, it hasn't helped any student in improving their education. No wonder there are so many riots at UCLA and other universities all around the world because of interest increasing on tuition to keep students literally starving, and they're broke and they're in debt. Right now, if you're a freshman in high school, let me say something if you're watching this video, okay? You better have a savings account of a few $1,000s put away for your future college, okay? And that's what they're telling you. Or you might as well invest it into some gold or silver coins, all right? Because that's where it's at right now at this point. So take, for example, you're a senior in high school, like I said, and you put away $30,000 for, like, I don't know, let's say you want to go to like a top tier college, right? Whatever it is, in New York or Chicago, right? And you take that money and you put it in a silver coin or some precious metal, that's going to hold value back in 2009. Then you would have enough money right now today in 2018 to buy a home outright, pretty much. But that's only if you did it then. Now, if you knew that, you would have done it. But nobody's giving you this information. And that's the thing about having this education and learning about this, but they don't teach that in school. They do not teach that in school. So if you've been buying into the myth of students who go to college, earn a degree, and will make more money than their parents, and then they would actually don't ever have to worry about a low-paying job, bullshit. Think again. The New Professionals is one of the books that I read a long time ago when I was 17 years old. It stipulated way back when, okay, I'm 38 right now. I just had a birthday, August 4th. And back then, okay, The New Professional is a book written in the 1990s. And this book was said that network marketing professionals of today are earning big time in thousands and becoming 6 and 7 figure earners in the less time that it takes for you to graduate college. So to earn that worthless piece of shit paper known as a degree, you might as well like take that shit and just burn it in a fireplace, like some people who I know have done it, or wipe your ass with it like a piece of toilet paper, because that's what it's worth. It's better to invest that money that you are saving right now to learn how to be smart about your future. And instead of what's being programmed to you by the media, by social, like the social environment and atmosphere you're surrounded in, and social media that is being actually affected, the government has you in their grasp. So what do I have to say about that? You gotta learn new skill sets, because the old is out with the old. The new is all about learning about the digital economy and learning that technology is now. Everything, if you look in a classroom right now, what do you see? I went to my son's school and it was like Parent Teachers Day, and I couldn't believe that I would live to see the day that there were tablets lined up in class. Tablets. This is crazy, right? I remember when I was in school, we had books, pieces of paper in a book about this thick. You had to read it, right? But no, kids today, swipe and learning, right? They're swiping and they're learning. They can get information that would cost so much money for a person in college to pay for $300 to $400 a book that they could get for free online. It's a scam. It's absolutely a scam. It's ridiculous. So the self-employed digital entrepreneur movement is already happening underneath your noses. It has changed from now being, an employed person who graduates college to create a business, right? Like a brick and mortar, to now being a freelancer, a network marketer, a digital entrepreneur, an affiliate marketer, or whatever have you in the home-based business industry. And they're able to generate income in excess of 5, 6, 7 figures in less than a year. And that is possible because I've done it. So I trust you learned a lot from this video today and you got some great value. Click the link below for the #1 recommended system that will help you learn these skills so you can create a full-time income online. And smash that likes button. Comment below your thoughts on this video. I'd love to hear them. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss a beat when we go live. My name is Anastasia Hall, better known as Coach Ace, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.